East title 2016. They fell back to earth in 2017. They still finished 9-7, but not what you expected from them.
No, the scoring differential was a big telltale about the difference between 2016 and 2017. They were plus 115 a season ago. Just plus 22 this year. That means tighter games can go either way, and not enough of them went in Dallas's win column in this past season.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A first down throw for Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Back onto the field come the Kansas City Chiefs. As they look back to this last year, disappointment ultimately in how the season ended, Charles, no doubt. It was a weird year, though. The great start, the weird middle, and then the strong end.
And every team in the NFL documents their season with a year-end, video, movie about the season. This is going to be a tale of 3 seasons for the Kansas City Chiefs, isn't it?
Yeah.
How about the start? Remember opening night in Foxborough, beating the defending Super Bowl champs? I mean, they went on the road and took out the Patriots with Tom Brady, and that got them up to a 5-0 start. And then they hit the middle section.
Yeah, that 1-6 stretch.
I mean, that was a tough one. It was hard to believe because we watched it unfold, but we kept saying, they'll get it back together. And they did. Down the stretch, 4-0, winning by almost an average of 12 points per game that propelled them to the AFC West title.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. Just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So the ball that time in the hands of who wound up being the NFL's rushing leader this season. Now, maybe a little help from Le'Veon Bell and also Todd Gurley sitting out their finales, but still a spectacular season for Hunt.
You're going to throw cold water on the man. Just
Second down following the run. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit and another first down. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the seemingly endless drive continues. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Malik Collins forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of the guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the left side, he finds Beasley. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Prescott on first down. Room to run past midfield. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now Prescott. Then he finds Beasley complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Prescott yet again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That one goes for 24 yards. First down, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And now it's 2nd down. Well, with that incompletion, a chance to discuss the Pro Bowl happened January 28th, just a few miles from your house.
Excitement, a lot of enthusiasm for the Pro Bowl. You do hear the critics talk about it, but for a lot of NFL fans, closest they're going to get to an NFL game. They love to go to this one, support their team, of course, support the league. It's a lot of fun for them. Even though it rained during the game this time, fans still had a good time.
AFC won, 2nd consecutive year. In the 2nd year it's been held in Orlando after all those years in Hawaii. I'm still getting adjusted to that.
Yeah, I think we all are. The players are, but those with families, they're having a great time bringing them to all the things that you can get in the Orlando area for your kids.
They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1, completing the pass, but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap, throw, first down, right? Easy play. But end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy. Score. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Bailey now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jamarcus Lawrence able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. To throw is Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Prescott now. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. They'll run it here with Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Here we go now.
They run again with Hunt. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Green 39. Green 39.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Rolling to his left. Fights loose. He can run for it, and he will. Touchdown, Chiefs. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that'll be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Looking to throw. Prescott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They go play action here on first down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. Now in desperation. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And the return stops just...
No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be bothered. You get if I order. That's word to my father. I will for my mother. Deal with my brothers. Keep it real, real. Don't talk with no. Plus I duck undercover. Gotta stay on this mission. Got a vision that's endless. They told me don't be a menace. They gon' serve me a sentence. But now I'm up in the illest that did it. Get the cream look. Drop it in it. Give about opinions. I'm just minding my business. If I'm grinding, I'm shining. Don't got time for the gimmicks. Squad, I'm dead. 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 Squad. Oh my God. Fire. Squad. I'm dead. Now we back to square one. It's hard to square up. Everybody got come, mama cries, dead sons. Lord, please bless them. Back to the party. I'm just pouring my. Don't give face that before, so I live it up. When I come, better get them off. That's a floss track, better get them off. I'ma keep eating this a dinner rush. I'll let you finish, y'all. Flock of diamonds, I can promise I'm being honest. This being modest. I am your highness. I am the finest. You rappers, plus you a liar. Don't idolize and I don't admire. Been doing me for like ever. I'm a better me, more clever. It's a new way. We surfing, baby, new age. That's a certain, baby. Let's take a ride. Put your for the ones that die. It's vows tonight. Just you and I get lost tonight and lose your mind. Squad, I'm dead. 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 Squad. Oh my God. Fire. Squad. cash. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. Amen, 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 yeah. Amen. That boys and they can't win. Can't win, can't win, can't win, can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Maybe no was honest. We used to drug them hunters. Then we pull up in the furnace. Go up. Walk in. Show up. Baby, hold up. Go up. Boy, don't touch. We flow up. Yeah. I'm laughing to the bank. All new blue Benny Franks. Pulled up on him in the tank. Yeah, that guy just a rap guy. I'm so mad fly in, he ain't. Let me back, I gave me until I was going on Miami. They all cornballs. They can't stand me. I finesse. All them. I hear. Get a plan. Oscar, that my whoa. Low. Got screen on yo-yo. She post up a MCM and we like that JoJo. When we out and we see him, he always ask for photo. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. Amen. Yeah. Amen. That boys and they can't win. Can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Maybe no was honest. We used to drug them hunters. Then we pull up in the furnace. Go up. Walk in. Show up. Baby, hold up. Go up. Boy, don't touch. We flow up. She lucky. Cause she 5 mil cash in Tucky. Know me. I walk up in Neiman, spend 10K just like it's nothing. I hang with the demons, they don't play by me, we cut. I was coolin', Atlanta, mixed the with the Fanta. All them, I got Santa, I go monkey, all that. Gonna do just what I say. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Maybe no was honest. We used to drug them hunters. Then we pull up in the furnace. Go up. Walk in. Show up. Baby, hold up. Go up. Boy, don't touch. We flow up.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid.
But I still low. Got 100 different to my cell phone. Still 33 for low. I'ma ride to my dog sitting in jail. East Atlanta on the grass, spin it back, roll. I'm on Keller, I'm on Gresham, I'm on Flat Shore. I'm at Magic, I'm at Bally's, let them go. Then it's right back to the when I'm low. Bars never close and we wide open. Kicking flavor with me, neighbor, yeah, we local. Rap the bottom, cause the bottom where we come from. Me no pray for little paper, need a lump sum. Real spill, yeah, I would rather be, yeah. Broke, real, little rich. Fall in love with her, she just wanna be in VIP with her. Don't blame me, oh, they just shake me. Had to get it, how I got it, on my phone to be. Don't blame me, I'm what the game made me, not what the fame made me.
my hood, on my block, yeah. Mama, I won't stop, yeah. Play with me, I'll let it, yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Happy New Year, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Bears going up against the Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Ellington. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Again, they run with Ellington. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Trubisky on first down. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Flushed out right. And some room to roam now. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Fresh set of downs here. Trubisky will throw. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
3.5 to go, first quarter. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Cousins now on 2nd down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. 3rd down here.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Carl Lawson in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. This one away by the punter, Dar. Here's Beckham. Nifty running by Beckham. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Here's Ellington. They find some open field here. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
His throw incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A nice pick up there, 10 yards.
The running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Trubisky. It's complete to Fuller. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. He finds Beckham complete. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, it's Trubisky. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Onto the field now come the Bears. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams have...
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Second down, Cousins. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Third and long for Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Beckham, the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Being chased out left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky rolling to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
second down. Trubisky flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jarrell Casey in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Trubisky now off the bootleg. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Take Carradine. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. A first down throw for Cousins. Steps him, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So Cousins now off on the sideline out of this game. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. Screen play, Anderson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun, it's Palmer. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Palmer now off the bootleg. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie safety from Washington, Buda Baker. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure If something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Forced out to, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Carl Lawson in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Chicago. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve as we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are
under pressure, and they got to him again. Ian Williams in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's the former Bronco. It's C.J. Anderson with his first carry. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They run again on first down. Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Cousins now. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Cousins from the gun on 3rd, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. running for it. Here's Anderson. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. John Fox displeased at how that turned out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Trubisky on first down. It's caught. Beckham. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And some room to work. 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Minnesota. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, over.
On first down, Trubisky. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Take Carradine in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On second down, here's Trubisky. He finds his target, Beckham. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They go play action. Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the rookie safety from Washington, Budda Baker. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
He's got Fuller. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got some space here. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. This is Ellington. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Escaping the pressure right. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think...
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So the D-line's going to spread out. To throw is Cousins. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. DeForest Buckner in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. 3rd and long for Cousins. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And now out comes Minnesota. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now with Halou. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right?
Polo to the flow though. You already know though. It's Adamville for real. You see ya, just take a photo. I'm reppin' that's on photo with a on your bro though. Cause that Jodo thought that he could rob a player for some no-no. Oh no, also Allen Temple. Also England Mountain. Also Misty Valley. And I got a couple yesterday out of Cali. And my bag from the valley bought me brand new balance. And I'm playing with a no American dream. Dusty road, man. She been riding since her daddy rode on bold. I done in every hole, telling every I ain't with my wife, but if she meet her, might be a go. Rick flat, flashy. Don't I look dashy? Don't I look classy? Don't act so sassy. I'm the man, boo. Dash with or without you. With what your say. Show me what that.
I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it's lonely at the top, but this the best. Hey, don't you see me out here shining, barely flex. I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it's lonely at the top, but this the best. And even if we die today, gon' live forever. Live forever.
Daddy fat say with 3 S's. Take the S's, no S's on my chest, but all these diamonds got me blessed. Usually I don't do this. Dumb it down, go stupid. Since 17 been counting M's, my bank account's on goofy. Say gave up. Now who know what the truth is? Chicago full of my garage is full of hoops. It's got that southern drawl and all that. My like ball bags. The South got something to say, and all y'all can't get y'all ball back. If I ain't a hot boy, then what do you call sacks? Daddy fat, y'all never ball back. Like clocks in the wintertime, we stay eating like it's dinner time. Been feasting and feasting big, but it ain't no rhyme. We don't know the meaning of drought, cause we keep it so wet. Boy, I swear now, it's been a while. Just speaking in general, boy, there is no formidable opponent or at that bone. You never step on it. When you want it, mind the kind of give it hope when they down and out. Dig a hole so deep, ain't no climbing out.
Yeah, I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it's lonely at the top, but just the best. Don't you see me out here shining, barely flex. I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it's lonely at the top, this the best. And even if we die today, don't live forever. Live forever.
Yo, listen, just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know though. So go, slow, back my logo, for show, Pogo, get down on the. Yo, listen, just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know though. So go, slow, back my logo, for show, Pogo, now get down on it.
Oh, you gotta hit the ground. Ain't no chain gonna hold me down. Dig deep, feel the burn. I've got a calling, so watch and learn. I heard a voice of his broken hymn saying, I'm not, this is who I am. I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher.